Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Big Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday night. Happy Valentine's Day, if you celebrate Valentine's Day. I'm gonna move this back a little bit. I feel a little too close to the camera. Maybe that's what it was. Too close to the camera. Anyway, it's been one of those off days, I guess. Got out and mailed a couple of packages. I mailed Judy her cardigan, and I mailed Kelly her prize. I added a little something to the prize. I added a couple of somethings to the prize because Kelly's been with me a long time. She's been a supporter of the channel for a long time, and so I made another beret hat. I got to talking to her on Instagram, her and her husband on Instagram yesterday, and she likes pink. Well, it's good because that's the yarn that was included in the giveaway, right? And I had one skein of this yarn, which is this is Premier Mosaic yarn. I have had this one skein for probably a couple of years. I had bought 3 originally, and then I made something out of it, out of a couple of skeins, and then, well, I just had this one, and I was like, well, I don't know, it was really pretty, so I didn't get rid of it. But last night I was like, I wanted to make her a hat, but I didn't, and she liked pink and purple, so I decided to make it out of this one. And since I had this one skein, and I wanted to make it out of 4-weight, and I wanted it to be more substantial than the other yarn that I used in the first one. And so when I was making it, and I don't have it here to show y'all, so I'm sorry about that. But when I was making it, I was going through the tutorial again, and I realized something when I was watching the tutorial, that some of her instructions were off, and I was like, and something just, this little thought just kept nagging in my head. Go look at the pattern. Go look at the pattern. And I've worked this hat. That this would have been my 3rd time working this hat. And I was like, okay, and I'm typically not a person who really likes to look at patterns because they look like Greek to me. I have trouble with it. I just have trouble with all the abbreviations and everything. And, but I guess since I looked at the tutorial and worked the pattern, worked it, it was easier for me to interpret this time. And so I went and I looked up, she had it in the description, so I went and looked it up, and, she's missing instructions in that video. There's her stitches that she shows you, that she's working in the video, and the instructions in the pattern don't match. So what you're seeing her do and what's in the pattern are different. So my original hat, blue hat, is missing a row or 2 of stitches, and that's why it didn't quite look like her hat. Because as proud as I was of my blue hat, and I still love that hat, it's missing at least 2 rows of stitches, at least 2, before getting to the single crochets. And there's 8 rows of single crochets, including decrease rows to get it to where it fits your head. Yeah. So, But I'm glad that I went in, because I'm glad that I listened to that nagging little thought that said, it kept popping up. Go look at the pattern. Go look at the pattern. So I went and looked at the pattern. Excuse me, I'm reaching for my drink. Diet Mountain Dew. So I went and I looked at the pattern, and then the light bulb hit, and I had to frog back 3 rows. So I frogged back 3 rows and then just turned the video off and worked strictly from the pattern, and the hat came out perfect. exactly how it looked on her in her picture. And I was like, and I just raved and raved about her and her video and her hat, and I was so happy to have it. And all the while, I should have worked it from the pattern. And she makes reference to the pattern in the video several times. If you're not, if you get confused or whatever, you refer to the pattern. And I'm like, confused? You're confusing us in this video because it doesn't match your stitches in front of us. Then I seem to remember something in the comments where she says something about in the editing of the video, there's part of it's missing, and she left it out. And I'm like, what about those people that really can't read patterns and can only? What about vision impaired people that are only going by your voice? You know what I mean? What about the visually impaired people that are only going by touch and feel to do this work? What about those poor people? She needs to redo her video. As much as I love it, I like her as a creator, she needs to redo that video. She really does. Because it's not fair. It's not fair to those folks that are visually impaired that can't go look up a pattern and say, oh, and only because I seen the video and that was my third time working it, did I be able to correlate with the pattern and work it out for myself. If I hadn't done those first two hats, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I wouldn't have been able to, oh, this is what I need to do. So from now on, next time I work the hat, which there will be a next time because I really like the hat. I'm going to make a turquoise one next for myself because that pink one's on its way to New York. But it did look awfully cute on me when I tried it on and took a picture. But I didn't look too cute because it was, I forget, like 2 a.m. But the hat looked good. It tilted perfectly. It was just, and I think that the thicker 4-weight was the way to go. Also, it gave it good structure, and it was it was a good idea to go with the thicker 4-weight and a 6mm hook. I didn't go with her gauge. Because she talks about gauge in there, and I think she uses a 5mm hook with the Heartland yarn, and that's all well and good, but I wanted mine a little more substantial, and that's what I got. And I was really proud of that hat, and I hope that Kelly is too. So I'm sure I'll hear about it when she gets her package. So hopefully. Hopefully she's okay with a beret hat instead of the loom knitted hat that she might have. I don't know. She might not have been expecting me to put anything handmade in there because I didn't tell her. It's a complete surprise. All good surprises are. Anyway, and speaking of surprises, I got Happy Mail today from my buddy Serena in Canada. I did know that she was sending me a bag of goodies, and I knew about some of what was going to be in here, but some of this was a surprise. So I'm going to start off by showing you my new chicken. And Eva helped me name her, because I had this chicken that Amy sent me a while back, what we call the scrappy chicken, because she left the back open so I could put yarn scraps in it. And she's, she should burp because she's got some stuff in her. Oh, seriously? No, you didn't. No, you didn't throw up. Okay, sorry. Theodore is prone to getting himself really excited and then throwing up. But no, that was a burp. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but he just burped. But sometimes he'll go drink a bunch of water, and then he'll run around in Zoomy or whatever and get himself really excited, and then he just throws up on the floor. So I don't know why. He's always done that. It doesn't seem to affect him terribly, but yeah. Anyway, back to the chicken. Anyway, I named this one Bella. So I told Eva that I needed to name this one a name that ended in la, you know. And so we debated on, you know, Della or Ella. And so we settled, well, I said, you know, Ella. So this is Ella. And I don't know, she smells so good. I don't know if she had perfume on her hands or hand lotion on her hands when she did this, but it smells good. Her place must smell good. But yes, this is Ella. She'll be hanging out with Bella. I'll put her up here with my other pretties. And yep, she's a chunky one. So cute though. I love it so much. And she also sent me some yarn. And so I'll just I did go over everything that was in this bag, and then I tried to put it all back in the bag, but it didn't work. But see, the first yarn that she sent me is the new Karen coconut cakes in this color, and I'll go over the specs with you. It's a 4-weighted yarn. It recommends a 4.5 knitting needle and crochet hook. It's 78% cotton and 22% polyester. It's 481 yards, 440 meters, 8 ounces, 227 grams. This colorway is called Hawaiian Punch. And that is so cute and pretty. I like the little, it's very busy, but very pretty. I think it will probably be a summer top of some sort. Now that I've maybe started reading patterns, who knows? I'm gonna try. Don't hold me to this, y'all, because I know everybody's like, oh, you really need to start learning how to read patterns. I know I need to learn how to read patterns. I know that, because there's a whole avenue of things that I could be making if I would just start learning how to work patterns. I know that, but I just really think this would be a pretty top. I got 4 of these, so there's a ton of yardage here to work up some sort of a top. And I like my tops long and flowy, so with all the yardage I got, I can definitely make something long and flowy. So but I do think that this is a very thin yarn, so this is pretty, you know, it's thin if they're recommended a 4.5. So yeah, see, that's pretty thin. That's bordering on a 3-weight yarn. I don't know how they call that a 4, but yeah, it's pretty thin. So I'm definitely using a 5mm with this. I think probably can get away with that. And I'll just have 2. I do have a Ravelry account, so I guess I'll just look for free patterns on Ravelry for tops and see if I can find one within my, you know, that I'm my comfort zone as far as, you know, simplicity, because I don't like to do a whole lot of what I call crochet acrobats. I don't do spike stitches and all that, puff stitches and bobble stitches and all that. I do not. Double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, you know, just regular. I don't even like a triple crochet, so don't even throw a triple crochet at me, because man, it's not, I don't, it hurts my wrist to do those. So no, single, double, half double, slip stitch, you know, those I will do. I like the basics, the very basics. Don't ask me to do any of that fancy schmancy, you know. And I can do, you know, the decrease stitches, you know, the single crochet together, two or three together, the double crochet 2 or 3 together. I can do those. I've taught myself those. But anything, you know, like go down here and grab the, oh, and front post, back post, I can do that like real good. That's about as crochet acrobat as I get. Front post, back post. That's it. That's the extent of my crochet acrobats. Anything beyond that? Nope. Sorry. Can't do it. Not gonna do it. If it remotely stresses me out, I stop. I stop. Because I didn't get into crochet to be stressed out. I got into it to relax and enjoy myself. If it becomes stressful, I stop. Because with the way my mental health is, if the things that I find joy in suddenly start causing me stress, then that's bad. That becomes very bad very quickly. So that's why I keep things simple, because this is my joy. This is what brings me happiness and keeps my stress level down. If that suddenly becomes stressful, then that's just a downward spiral that I don't need in my life. So as much as I love to look at other people's work when they do crochet acrobats and all those fancy smancy stitches, I'm not going there. I'm just not going to do it. So, and I get stressed out a little too easily, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't the case, but I do. I get stressed out kind of easily. So I know that about myself. And anyway, I'll tell y'all more about some more updates about other things in a minute. But let's go over Serena's package. Thirsty work. Talking about stress. Anyway, there were 4 of these. So I'm going to try to, let me move some stuff around here. This is a big bag. And she sent it so fast. I mean, she just sent this last week. And then there's 2 of these, Heartland. And this is such a beautiful burgundy color. The color is called Badlands. And I don't know if y'all know, but Heartland comes in a 5-ounce skein, 142 grams, 251 yards, 230 meters. It's 100% acrylic. It's a 4-weight. Recommends a 5.5 knitting needle and 6mm crochet hook. This is a little thicker than the Heartland I picked up. It's a little thicker than the one I picked up. But this is Line Brand Heartland. And I really love this burgundy color. Really, really do. It's right up there, and that's definitely in my wheelhouse, that burgundy color. That's actually right close to the same burgundy color as my van. My minivan is this color, only not heathered like this. Yes, I call my minivan Roxy. I've had it a couple of years now, my minivan, and back when I got it, because I've had my channel about, this coming August will be 3 years. And when I first got my minivan, I had my subscribers help me name it, because I name all my vehicles. My last vehicle was a 2004? Yeah, I think it was a 2004 Honda Accord. And it was gold. And I called it Goldie Honda. Yeah. Goldie Honda. And then when I got my minivan, which is a 2012 Toyota Sienna, and it's burgundy. And so, but the sound system in it is just really mama worthy, because I love to rock. I like to really, my tunes have to be in the factory stereo system is awesome. And you hear me before you see me. And so, yes, that's where Roxy come into play, because it rocks me. So it's Roxy. So, yeah. And it's burgundy. Let's see. And she also included some things for my hair. Dr. C. Tuna. It's a reviving hair mask and reviving shampoo. So I've never seen this stuff before, but my hair could always use a little reviving, because I have frizz issues. And then she included a sample of this. I haven't smelled it yet, but it has a picture of an English rose on it, so I'm assuming it's going to smell like rose. Roses signature perfume, and this is for Marseille. I'm assuming that's how they pronounce that, for Marseille. She's a representative of this brand of things, and they have a long line of health products and all kinds of stuff. And I'm assuming perfume must be one of them. Let me see if I can smell it. I may have to do that later because that might get messy. Let's see here. She knows I have a sweet tooth, so she included some Russell Stover hard candies and fruit flavors with no sugar added. So I'm going to definitely be getting into them because I'm out of candy. Because I've been eating too much candy. I've run out of Chico sticks, sugar-free Chico sticks, because I've been eating a little too much of them because I've been stressed out, and I do that when I'm stressed out. I eat too much. And then she included some strawberry watermelon liquid water enhancer. So you just squirt this in your water, and it flavors your water. And I like strawberry watermelon, so that's perfect. And then she got me these. I didn't know about these. Some more Karen cakes, cinnamon swirl cakes in the new color. They had some new colors come out. These stats are a little bit different. This one is 100% acrylic. It's also a 4-weight, recommends 5mm crochet hook and needle. This one is 8 ounces, 227 grams, 407 yards, 372 meters. And this colorway is called Sour Lime. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. Yep. I really like that. I like the blues and the green, and I like that little, this is really actually, this is a darker green here. This is more like a grass green here, and this is a lime green here. This real bright green. It almost shows yellow, but no, that's green. But yes, I like that. And I got 4 of these also. And let's see. And she had sent me one of these via Amazon, my Amazon wish list, and told me she had this one at home, but that the cake was a little messy, and I told her send it anyway. I didn't care. I'll make it work. And I figured I would probably do a shawl with because there's like 344 yards. So that's enough to make a small shawl. And this is the Mandela Ombre. And this, I'm just going to tell y'all the colorway. The colorway is Harmony. And so this, and then a little piece of a cake. And so I think there's probably enough for a small shawl. I'll probably do it in my V for Victory pattern that I have. And I usually link that tutorial in the description. And then she sent me 3 of these, which I'm not sure what I'll do with yet, but I will figure it out. These ice yarns in the Picasso Rainbow. So I have 3 of these, and they're just a little over 100 yards each. About 115, 120 yards each. But these are beautiful. Beautiful fuzzy. I don't know. I may hold them together with a black yarn and make a hat with them. I think that's probably a good idea. I think that would be really cool. Maybe hold it together with a black yarn and make something with it. That would be an interesting look, I think. Let's see here. And then she included some of this. This is along with the products that she sells online. This is Delish Instant Coffee, and this is Nutra Plus. It's like a this is the name of the company that she works with. It has all this long line of, you can search this in Facebook or Google, and they have a long line of health products, makeup included. She sells makeup, this gorgeous line of makeup. I mean, she's already a beautiful woman, but the makeup that they sell is really top notch, and she sells all that stuff and you know, pretty good prices and everything. And so y'all should Google that or search it on Facebook and check into those products. And she did also include a card. It says, thinking of you and our friendship, sometimes you find someone with a special understanding and you feel they've been your friend your whole life through. And then the inside says, someone whose care and thoughtfulness touch everything around them. a very warm and special friend like you. And then she wrote me a private note in here. So, she's gonna make me cry. Trying to think if there's anything in here that I didn't show y'all. I don't think so. I think I showed everything. Oh, wait a minute. The tea. And she also included some of this delicious tea. And this is called Serenity Earl Grey flavored tea. And they're in these little packets. And she sent me some of these at Christmas time with my red hat when she sent my hat. And these little packets. So I got a whole box of these. And it tells you on the back how to use it. Hot water. And then you put it in there. Or you could do ice water and put it in ice water as well. So, yeah, good stuff. And Earl Grey is a very popular tea. Especially over in England. Right? My friends over there across the pond. So how lucky am I to have a friend to send me all this beautiful yarn and a special amigurumi baby. It's hard to say what I like best. The yarn or all the other little extra goodies. Definitely brightened up my lonely Valentine's Day. You know, when you don't have a significant other, Valentine's Day can be kind of a rough one. But then you have someone who cares enough about you to pay speedy shipping and get you something on, you know, here quicker than expected. And that's very touching, and it definitely makes the day better. So, and I have made a little progress with Cindy's second square. I got 6 more rounds on this second square. I don't know why I'm struggling with this yarn. This Karen Halo, Colorama Halo. You know, I recently just sold a bunch of it because I've done over half the sweaters that I've made out of that yarn. I've just completely burned out from, you know, using it, that I'm struggling to use it with this sweater. I will get it made though. But, you know, I don't know how many of y'all can relate to this, but when you use the same yarn to make, I have, you know, probably 10 sweaters I've made out of this yarn. And I'm just tired of using that yarn. I'm just ready not to have to use that yarn anymore for a while. And so, yeah, I, you know, but at the same time, I know that Cindy's gonna love that sweater in that yarn. So I'm gonna push through, and I'm gonna make that sweater, and I'm gonna get it to her soon. Today was her birthday, so if y'all, I don't know how many of y'all subscribe to Cindy over at Pups and Crochet, but today is Cindy's birthday. So if y'all would go over to her channel and find one of her videos, and just her latest video, and just wish her a happy birthday. I'm sure she'd appreciate that. She's out at her daughter's, I can't remember if it's New Mexico or Arizona. I can't remember. Anyway, she's out there visiting with her brand new grandbaby, and I'm sure she would love to hear from y'all. So in the comments of her latest video, if y'all would just go and just, you know, drop a happy birthday, that'd be great. And just let her know that, you know, hadn't forgot about her. She's gone through quite a few health issues lately, and she's not up to date on, you know, not been able to do a whole lot of videos between health issues, and then of course, you know, she went out, you know, she'd been planning this trip out there for quite a while, and she had to go through some preparations that took longer than expected, that's taken her away from YouTube. And but yeah, she hasn't forgotten about her YouTube friends. She's just been very busy doing preparations for her trip out there, and you know, things. And she has multiple health problems that she's been dealing with on and off, and that's kept her away from video making. So, but it is her birthday, and that should definitely be celebrated. She's quite a lady and quite a friend to me. So Anyway, that's about all I got for y'all tonight. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening, and I hope you got some sweets from your sweet. And if not, I hope you treated yourself, because you certainly deserve that. And please remember that I love you, and so does Jesus. And also, please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I will see you next time. Bye.